Mac Miller tragically passed away a year ago, and along with his greatest hits, he left behind some very valuable property. What's up everyone, it's Sussan Mourad here with Clevver News, and Mac Miller's family has finally found out exactly how valuable his music and belongings were that he left behind. TMZ acquired new documents that were filed by Mac's estate, which revealed that he left behind around $7 million worth of music, jewelry, property, and more. More specifically, nearly $5 million in master recordings, $1.5 million in music royalties, and $180,000 in Mac Miller LLC. The docs also revealed that Mac had an extensive jewelry collection, which includes a $31,000 18-karat presidential bracelet, a $20,000 Rolex, and a $14,000 Cuban link necklace. He also left behind $20,000 worth of furniture, $15,000 worth of electronics, and a 2009 BMW 5 Series. And we all remember that Mac tragically passed away after an accidental overdose of fentanyl-laced oxycodone and other drugs. And recently, the drug dealer who allegedly supplied him with the pills was charged with a felony and arrested. His name is Cameron James Pettit, and he allegedly provided Mac with counterfeit oxycodone pills, which were laced with fentanyl, a highly addictive synthetic opioid 50 times more potent than heroin. But Cameron wasn't the only one who dealt Mac with drugs. Prosecutors say that there were 3 people involved in providing Mac with the illegal drugs, and Cameron is only the first of the arrests. According to the court documents acquired by TMZ, shortly after Mac's death, Cameron messaged his friends on Instagram that he wasn't going to post anything about it, just to be smart. He also allegedly told a friend that he will likely die in jail if he were to be arrested. Per the court documents, shortly before Mac's death, he asked Cameron for some perks, which is short for Percocet, which was provided with the fentanyl-laced opioids. These are the same drugs that were taken by Lil Peep and Prince before their deaths. On the night before the anniversary of Mac's death, his dad attended a gathering at Blue Slide Playground in their hometown of Pittsburgh, which has become an ongoing vigil site. He addressed the crowd and discussed Cameron's arrest.
So they finally caught the mother that sold him the drugs.
He obviously had a spirited reaction from the crowd and went on to say, quote, "Many of us who were young, including me, experimented with drugs, but it's a different world out there, and all it takes is a little tiny stone of fentanyl and cocaine and you're dead. And the one thing I would say to you is don't take the risk, it's just not worth it." Many fans commented on the video of Mac's dad on Twitter and supported him as he talked about his late son. One person wrote, "Last semester, I wrote a research paper on the fentanyl epidemic across the US and I dedicated it to Mac Miller. I really do hope that we can prevent as many people from going down the same way. It is tragic." And another said, "I'm glad that they caught the dude, but Mac did have a drug problem. It sucks. If there's a better place, I hope he's there chilling peacefully." And Mac's ex-girlfriend Ariana Grande was also glad they caught the guy who sold Mac the deadly drugs. According to sources, Ari felt some sort of closure with the recent arrest news, but wants anyone who supplied Mac with drugs to be charged. She believes anyone who did so had a hand in his death. TMZ also reported that Ariana believes Cameron took advantage of someone suffering from addiction and should face harsh consequences for his role in Mac's death. And while I'm no judge, I have to admit she's got a great point. But this whole saga is far from over. Cameron is currently being held without bond and will be arraigned on October 11. And while there is no word on charges for the potential other 2 suppliers, at least this is a step in the right direction for Mac, his family, and his friends. Mac was only 26 years old when he passed away and had so much more to accomplish, but his legacy continues to live on throughout his music. We just hope after all of this we can get some justice for Mac and closure on one of the greatest talents of all time. I know a lot of us are missing Mac, so feel free to drop some love and well wishes in the comments below. I'm Sussan Mourad, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you later.